Coming up on Look Today, well, Glens Falls Hospital announces a $5 million renovation project for the Snuggery. I've got details. And Theater for Tots is coming to the Charles R. Wood Theater to introduce young kids to the art of theater. More on that coming up. Plus, a number of local district schools test higher than the state average. You want that information? It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm Jay Hood Jackson, and this is Look Today. In tonight's program, I sit down with Richard Wargo. He's the artistic director for the Sembreck Opera Museum in Bolton Landing. And we're joined by Don Liuzzi. He's a drummer and manager for the Depew Brothers. And they're here to talk about their upcoming concert at the museum, which is happening tomorrow. I also sit down with Pamela Grandin. She's a director of the Ballston Spa Film Festival. She's here to talk about the large variety of film entries from all over the world and the festival, which is happening this weekend. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, Glens Falls Hospital has announced a $5 million renovation project for the Snuggery. The new plan will improve technology and make birthing units more accommodating for families. Now, it includes redesigning 22 patient rooms to accommodate this new technology. This means creating more space in the rooms so the nurses can transport the mobile technology while accommodating the needs of the patients. Now, the project is expected to begin shortly after Labor Day. Well, we spoke to Cindy Sherwood. She's the VP of Development for Glens Falls Hospital.
We are moving forward with a plan to renovate 22 of our patient rooms in the Snuggery, also doing a significant relocation and renovation of our nurseries.
We first spoke to Cindy about this project months ago when we did an interview, and we're going to be following this and bringing you updates as they start to renovate the Snuggery. In other news, the Charles R. Wood Theater in Glens Falls will offer Theater for Tots beginning August 15 through the 19th. Now, the program will introduce kids age 4 to 8 to the world of theater. This includes music, dance, improvisation, and set design. It's some of the many elements that the kids are going to learn more about. Well, we're going to have more on this when the program actually opens. Switching from news to weather. Well, after a night of heavy rain and thunderstorms, it's expected to clear up. Yes, it is. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up. For a more detailed look at our weather, let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. Back to the news. Well, the Adirondack Save a Stray hosted an adoption fundraiser over the weekend. The organization plays a strategic part in saving stray animals from the kill shelters. Now, around 50 kittens and puppies are available for adoption, and the money goes to saving even more animals. Well, the nonprofit organization partnered with the Hallmark Channel and the North Shore Animal League to raise awareness for stray animals. We spoke to Jessica Alicia. She's a volunteer for the shelter.
Today's event is the Kitten Summer Games. We're partnering with the Hallmark Channel and North Shore Animal League to bring awareness to kitten adoption and the need for animal shelters to have donations and to help us keep saving more lives.
What a great organization. In other news, well, some local school districts have achieved higher test scores than the state average. Reports show that the state results on the Common Core test for grades 3 to 8 are up by a small margin. Local schools that scored higher than the state average are right in our region, and they include Queensbury, Lake George, Hadley Luzerne, Fort Anne, Greenwich, Saratoga, and South Glens Falls. Congratulations to all those schools. Up next, I sit down with Richard Wargo. He's the artistic director for the Sembreck Opera Museum in Bolton Landing. And we're joined by Don Liuzzi. He's a drummer and manager for the Depew Brothers. They're here to talk about their upcoming concert at the museum, which is happening tomorrow. Plus, I also sit down with Pamela Grandin. She's the director of the Ballston Spa Film Festival. She's here I talk about the large variety of film entries from all over the world and the festival, which is happening this weekend. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea. How about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Tonight's Lookout is kind of unusual, a little introspective in a way. But we had a great day here today at Look TV. The stories we were covering about the kids and their achievements in school, and that theater project going on at the Charles R. Wood, and the news about the Snuggery, and the two interviews we did today. The Depew brothers interview was just so much fun. These people are so talented, and it was just great to talk to them. And of course, having Pamela Grandin here and realizing that right just south of Saratoga is this wonderful film festival. And you know, in an era where there's so much cynicism and all the news is about attacking people and all this stuff, I don't know, just around here today, we just had a great day. And if we could have stories like this every day and interviews like this every day, I'd love it. And I think the guys would too, and the ladies. All right, tonight on Look TV, it's a Queensbury Town Board meeting. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.